please call the roll.
Senators Aguilar,
Excused.
Baumgardner, Cook, Corum, Court, Crowder, Donovan, Finberg, Fields, Garcia, Gardner, Guzman, Hill, Holbert, John, Jones, Kagan, Kafalis, Kerr, Lambert,
Excused.
Lundberg, Marble, Martinez Humenic, Merrifield, Moreno,
Excused.
Neville, Priola, Scott, Smallwood, Sonnenberg, Tate, Todd, Williams, Zinzinger, Mr. President.
Here. 32 present, 0 absent, 3 excused. We have a quorum. Colleagues, we have some special guests with us today, and I will introduce them more formally, hopefully here in just a few moments. But we have the Canyon City Marching Band with us. And you see them all around here on the bench on both sides and also up in the gallery. And they are going to perform the national anthem for us at this point. Please. Did I mention they were from Canyon City? Well done. Well done. Senator Court for the pledge, please.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for that wonderful rendition. We so appreciate it. Let's pledge allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Senator Zinzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the reading of the Journal of Thursday, January 18th be dispensed with and the Journal be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You've heard the motion. Is there any objection? Seeing none, the motion is adopted. Majority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate proceed out of order for a moment of personal privilege by the Senate President.
Motion before us is to proceed out of order for a moment of personal privilege. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. We will indeed proceed out of order. The senator and president that represents that wonderful band from Canyon City.
Thank you, Mr. President. Moment of personal privilege, please.
Granted.
Thank you, sir. Colleagues, you got to hear them play, and you get to see them here. Wow, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic, and it shouldn't be any surprise after hearing them play to understand that they won the Colorado High School Marching Band Competition, the Colorado Class 3A, Colorado Band Masters Association State Championship. The band received an astonishing score of 73.1, which is fantastic. It was up from even their regional competition. That day in particular, they braved a 30-degree weather. If any of you have played instruments and you tried to play, especially I played the trumpet, try to play one of those with a cold mouthpiece. That is not as easy as you may think. They played The Blessing to earn the winning score. They, of course, gave a huge thank you and to the members of all of our community who were able to make that drive up and watch the band as they won that competition, and the parents who helped make the trip possible. My son was in the marching band in Canyon City for his entire high school career, and I was one of those band parents that got to brave that cold weather sitting in the stands and sometimes out on the field with them, moving stuff around. It's a great honor to have them here with us today from Canyon City. You do Canyon City proud. Thank you, kids, and thank you for all that. Thank you for braving the trip up here to be with us, and thank you for blessing us with that wonderful rendition of the national anthem. So, folks, colleagues, please join me again in giving the Canyon City High School Marching Band one more round of applause.
Senator Merrifield.
Thank you, Mr. President. Having spent 30 years as a music teacher, having directed choirs and bands, K through 12, having the opportunity to take bands and choirs to contests, having been a judge for many music contests, I have to say that was an incredibly skilled performance, and it is really, I think, wonderful to point out that your high school and your district understands how important it is to you as students to have the opportunity to be involved in music and the arts. So I congratulate you and Senator and the President's school district for understanding the importance of the arts in children's lives. Good for you.
Committee reports.
January 18, 2018, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy. After consideration of the mayor's committee articles following, Senate Bill 39 be referred favorably to Committee on Appropriations. January 18, 2018, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy. After consideration of the mayor's committee articles following, Senate Bill 38 be amended as follows as submitted before the Committee on Appropriations with a favorable recommendation. January 18, 2018, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy. After consideration of the mayor's committee articles following, Senate Bill 33 be referred favorably to the Committee on Finance. January 18, 2018, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy. After consideration of mayor's committee articles following, Senate Bill 19 be referred to committee of the whole with a favorable recommendation. January 18, 2018, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy. After consideration of mayor's committee articles following, Senate Bill 41 be amended as follows as submitted before the committee of the whole with a favorable recommendation placed on the consent calendar. January 18, 2018, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy. After consideration of mayor's committee articles following, Senate Bill 3 be amended as follows as submitted before the Committee on Appropriations with a favorable recommendation.
Message from the governor.
January 18, 2018, Colorado Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to inform you that I have approved and will file with the Secretary of State the following acts: Senate Bill 27 concerning the enactment of the Enhanced Nurse Licensure Compact and in connection therewith making an appropriation. Approved January 18, 2018 at 4:30 p.m. Sincerely, John Devin Hickenlooper, Governor.
Please add Senator Moreno to the roll. Announcements. Let's try that again. Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. 45, 45, 45, now 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, now 55, 55, 55, now 60. Hey, guys, we are way behind. Tonight is the junior livestock auction. If you remember, last year it took about $12,000 to buy an animal. Right now in the Senate, we are less than $2,000. The House has outraised us, so here's what I'm going to do. Any money we raise from here on out, the rest of the day today, I will match dollar for dollar. So if you want to make Senator Sonnenberg hurt, hit me in the pocketbook, donate now, and I will match it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Court.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, Senator Sonnenberg, I see you 100, I raise you 100. Not from me, I don't want to get credit. This is from another proud Denver Democrat, Senator Irene Aguilar, who couldn't be here today, but she's got $100 for you.
Senator Todd.
Thank you, Mr. President. Happy Friday, and thank you for bringing a note of music to the chambers today. What a great group and wonderful sound, and congratulations to you and your city on such a great accomplishment. Senator Priola and I are here to just remind you that downstairs on the first floor, you have an opportunity to meet with many of the researchers from our universities, from Anschutz to Regis, across the board, of looking at some of the wonderful work that's being done.
Yes, and I challenge each of us to take at least 5 or 10 minutes out of our busy day to go downstairs and see what the youth in our higher ed institutions is pursuing. A lot of what we do policy-wise down here touches higher ed, as well as touches on research that is being done in the state and outside of our state. So I think it would be good to take a look and see what the youth is pushing the bounds of knowledge for our great nation.
Senator Todd. Senator Todd.
Thank you, Mr. President. And while I'm up here, I want to invite you and encourage you to put on your calendars the Aerospace and Defense Caucus lunch that is on the 25th, next Thursday. This is a great opportunity. Senator Crowder and I have worked together with so many of the aerospace leaders in our state, and we have a lunch set up. It is a caucus that will change your life in learning about how important aerospace is for the state of Colorado. So come and join us on Thursday. It's across the street, so those of you that never get a chance to come across the street, across Colfax, that dangerous highway, come across and join us and have lunch. Thank you.
Any further announcements? Senator Martinez-Humenick.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a reminder that anybody on the Joint Technology Committee, we're going to be meeting upon adjournment, and that will be in House Committee Room 12 downstairs. And then we also have Statute Revision Committee this afternoon.
Senator Lundberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I want to make you aware of an event that is occurring next week on the 23rd. Christian Home Educators of Colorado, who has a rally later in the session usually, is having a Meet Your Legislator Day. They have a breakfast on the 23rd, light breakfast out by the old Supreme Court chambers, and there's liable to be a constituent or two or a family or two from your district that might look you up that day. So again, mark that on your calendars on the 23rd of next week. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. We will not read bills over later today. Therefore, Mr. President, I move the Senate adjourn until 10 a.m. Monday, January 22nd.
Oh, Senator Crowder.
Mr. President, I withdraw
What's the
that
going
motion.
rate on that, Senator Jones? Is that $5? I think it's at least $5. But, you know, the second offense within the chamber might actually be worth more than that. No, you don't think so? Okay. Senator Crowder,
Thank you, Mr. President. I apologize for the tardiness. I just,
your apology and $5 will make everything right.
we'll take that out of something. But anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge the generosity of the senator from northeastern Colorado. They're doing the figure now, and it looks like it's going to be in excess of $600 that they've collected today, which means that he will match at least that much. But I just wanted to acknowledge and thank him very much for his generosity on this very important fundraiser. So with that, Mr. President, I will gladly pay the $5. Mr. Holbert, could I borrow $5? Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Sonnenberg.
Mr. President, I underestimated how much people in this chamber want to make me pay. But thank you to each of you for stepping up.
Any further announcements? And colleagues, by the way, you might notice that Morgan and Andrew are all alone up here. Everybody, I think, is sick today. So give them as much grief as you possibly can today, as much work as you possibly can imagine. They need all the help they can get to make sure that they feel loved and appreciated. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Once again, I move the Senate adjourn until 10 a.m. Monday, January 22nd.
Heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the Senate will be adjourned until Monday morning, 9 a.m.